and behavior. There were other new faces and significant adjustments made to the way his training was carried out. Here's a deeper look at Tank's training camp for the rematch with Lamont Roach, even if it's once a fighter who shocked the boxing world by announcing his retirement and admitting he'd lost his love for the sport, has returned with renewed energy and intensity. It's as if Davis underwent therapy, only this time it worked. The fighter who once seemed disconnected, even claiming he didn't know what round he was in, now appears laser-focused and driven. A major shift in his mindset seems to be thanks to a psychological coach recently added to his camp. Helping to mentally prepare him for the highly anticipated rematch. Another key figure back in Davis's corner is longtime trainer Calvin Ford, whose return has clearly revitalized Tank. Training footage reveals a completely different fighter, not just in shape, but in spirit. Davis is hungrier, more intense, and more passionate than the version fans saw in his first fight against Lamont Roach. "This isn't just another match or title defense," Davis said in the video. "This is the return of Gervonta Davis." His entire training routine has transformed. His days now begin with early morning jogs and end with evening runs, sandwiched between hours of disciplined training. A strict nutrient-balanced diet fuels his recovery and endurance. The change is clear. Tank is back, not just in body, but in spirit and soul.
For a very, very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7 and get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running?
The World Boxing Association lightweight champion is now focused on building muscle to boost his strength and power. After realizing his usual power had little effect on Lamont Roach, he knew something had to change. Determined to come back stronger, Tank has adopted a more intense and intentional training regimen. He understands that, to beat Roach again, he must improve every aspect of his game, not just power, but endurance, skill, and strategy. "It's not about him, it's about me," Tank says. "I just need to do everything better." Reflecting this mindset, his training has evolved significantly. One key change is the introduction of longer sparring sessions. Each partner now goes 15 rounds, with every round lasting 5 minutes. This grueling routine is designed to push Tank's limits and prepare him for the toughest moments in the ring. He's all in. He's committed to doing everything necessary to reclaim dominance.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Take deep breaths when you walk. Take deep breaths. Right. Take deep breaths.
This is intended to improve his athleticism and endurance, in order to ensure that his movement is more fluid versus Lamont Roach, who enjoys staying in the pocket. In picking his blows, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has made the decision to devote more time to honing his footwork.
Let's go.
After that, Davis works on the mitts and punching bags and shadow boxed for a considerable number of minutes. Curiously, the return of Tank's head trainer, Calvin Ford, appears to be the most noticeable modification to his training that could benefit him more than anything else.
Ill will isn't enough. Thus, the heightened intensity in camp.
Turn it up, turn it up. Oh, good rim, good rim. I like the way y'all jump right back in it.
Against Lamont Roach, Ford missed his first game in Gervonta Davis's corner, and the fact that he lost the match is no accident. Gervonta Davis, nevertheless, reassured supporters that everything was well. Calvin is presently at the gym with me. All he needed to do was return to make sure things had improved. Coach Barry is also present. The goal is the same, and everyone is present. Tank had his own reasons for not coaching Davis for this bout. Even though it was thought that Ford would be with him on March 1st.
Into the training camp, how was it? Or you said yes, you stepped back a little bit. Well, how was it? Splitting the time. How's it going to be splitting the time to
No, this is
Saturday
something
night?
that we do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I gotta do is speak. Ben Tank out history since he was a kid. When I stepped in the gym, B said, "Yo, I'm glad you here now." He watched him. He said, "Boom," and I see the light in Tank. I just can't wait to see all of that coming.
For years, fans were accustomed to the familiar trio of Gervonta Tank Davis, Calvin Ford, and Kenny Ellis, much like Tyson with Custamato, or more recently, Canelo with Eddie Reynoso and Pacquiao with Freddie Roach. That bond resonated deeply. So when Barry Hunter appeared in Davis' corner instead, it caught many off guard.
How your balance felt like?
It wasn't the image fans were expecting, and questions naturally arose. About the sudden change, in a recent interview with Fight Hub TV, Calvin Ford offered some insight into the situation, though details remain sparse. Davis headlined his second PBC PPV event on Amazon Prime Video, held at the Barclays Center. Besides the main event, the card was stacked with action-packed bouts, including 2 highly anticipated light welterweight title fights that added depth to the evening.
I just can't wait to see all of that come together. Fight night.
How's going back to being in the corner? How do you see Gervonta right now? Just being in camp, because at first when we talked to him in the press conference, he was very open about retiring and he was done. And now he said that
y'all have to understand. He's a young man. He have a family. He want to do something.
Ford, like many others, was hoping for a good fight and wanted to see how Davis's preparation would show up in the ring. He remembered the pair battling frequently in the gym, with Tank traveling from Baltimore and Roach from Washington, D.C. He thought it was a fantastic chance for him and appreciated Roach's work ethic. Perhaps people are interpreting the issue incorrectly. Nothing is changing on our end. He claimed that although he had just retreated, the training regimen had not changed. The reporter clarified that they are not suggesting that. Ford and Gervonta Davis are divorcing or having a falling out.
You have to understand. He's a young man. He have a family. He want to do something. Enjoy something. Don't take some time. I took a little bit of time out. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes you. Get you back on that so tonight, he had a chance with me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I stepped in and
Just wanted to know if the time apart made their bond stronger, like how family appreciates each other more after time away. No, he came to see me dead. Slow down and worry about you, Coach Ford said, referencing how Tank knew he was spending time with his amateurs. You know me? Both of y'all know me. I spend time with my amateurs all the time. That's my piece. Although Ford wasn't directly training Davis during the break, knowing Tank was still working reassured him. The distance gave them both a chance to value their connection more. When Davis returned to the gym, Ford could sense the lightweight. Champ missed him just like he missed the latter. The time apart didn't weaken their bond. It deepened it, built on trust, discipline, and the unspoken understanding between coach and fighter.
You know, he had a chance for me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I stepped in and I seen how he missed me and how I missed him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see that performance. I was telling Boogie, I said, damn, Boogie, you got me, Boogie. You know, so we can't wait to see Kenny here. All is here. You know, everybody was putting that energy in the air.
Which I used to do behind doors, now it's in the light a little bit.
That might have been the reason why things didn't seem more, but it's unclear what it was all about. Barry Hunter also offered a similar form of assurance. Calvin will be present. Coach Barry will be present. In an interview, he stated that Kenny and Coach Boogie would be present. Tank and other coaches will be in his corner, suggest.
You know, everybody was putting that energy in the air.
Which I used to do behind doors, now it's in the light a little bit.
That's all. Yeah, that's all. What he's trying to do is make sure we keep it together. You know, we ain't put that out there. Sometimes you go see them for a little while, it's time. You know, I used to always say, damn, I need Boogie right here sometimes because certain things that he do.
That it's not a big deal, even though Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis won't be. Hunter wants to let us know that Tank's corner had changed many times before.
We did how many rounds? We probably did at least 8 straight.
Yeah, but you in the bag for about 8 too.
Yeah.
That was good. You're not in bad shape.
Yeah. Just got fill up my mind. That's all.
Shakur is the best. To me, he's better than Tank. He's better than Devin. He's better than Ryan. He's better than Tiafimo. When it comes to those weight classes, Shakur to me is the best. He is me. I tell him all the time, you ain't gotta prove nothing to casuals. Ain't never laced up, and you think Shakur gotta prove something to you. You sound stupid. Go glove up first. I done seen that boy do some miraculous things inside of the gym. Beat guys up from his weight class all the way up to 178.
Because you know the big one they want, you know, Shakur.